I like to make needlework projects, knitting and crocheting, and I often have yarn left over afterwards, which I usually like to wind up into a ball. But the thing about this kind of ball is that it wants to roll away. That's entertaining for kitty cats, but not very handy, especially if you take your work with you to work as on the go, as I do. So I was discussing this with my sisters one day, and they showed me this cool way to wind your yarn into a ball so that you can use it like a pole skein. I'll show it to you now. You leave a tail of about 5 or 6 inches, and you weave it in a figure 8 around your first 2 fingers. Oh, probably about 6 or 8 times, like so. Grasp the yarn where it crosses in the middle and pull your fingers out, and then fold the loops toward the tail, like that. Fold the loops toward the tail, and then just begin to wind your ball around that. Make sure you leave the base of the tail free. Don't wind your tail up in your ball. You need to be able to grasp it when you're done. And I'll show you the end result here in just a few minutes here. My grandmother taught me how to knit when I was about 8 or 9, and I learned how to crochet starting with granny squares when I was about 17. So, like many of you, I've handled a lot of yarn over the years. Wound up a lot of balls, had a lot of them roll away from me. And I do carry my work with me when I'm going somewhere that I'll have to wait. Doctor's office, airports, any kind of situation like that where I have to sit and be quiet. Keeping my hands busy with some kind of a creative project helps me keep my mouth shut. So I'm just winding the yarn gently around this ball, making sure to leave the tail and the base of the tail unencumbered. Okay, and here we're done. There it is. You can just pull that yarn out from the center like a pole skein. Isn't that handy? Well, thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share.